Bloomberg News.
Investor Jim Rogers has a simple message. He is selling all his U.S. dollars. The chairman of Rogers Holdings is in North Carolina this morning, joining us by phone. Jim, good morning. So what's going on with the dollar?
Good morning, Carol. Well, the dollar I've explained this before on Bloomberg, but the dollar's been having a big rally this year because we're in a period of forced liquidation where everybody has to reverse their positions of everything. There've been many bears on the dollar. They've all been short the dollar, and now they're having to cover whether they want to or not. And so that's caused an artificial rally in the U.S. dollar. I'm using this rally to get out of the rest of my U.S. dollars. I mean, the dollar's a terribly flawed currency, Carol. I hate to say it. We're all Americans, but my goodness, they've messed up the dollar badly. So I don't like to do it, but I'm going to sell all the rest of my dollars sometime in the next few days, weeks, or months.
All right. So how long a term of play is this at this point?
Oh, Carol, I'm afraid that the dollar in our lifetimes is a very, well, it's terribly flawed and maybe even a doomed currency. Again, I don't like saying it, but I'm afraid the dollar's going to go the way that the pound sterling went. You know, sterling used to be the world's reserve currency and the medium of exchange. That changed and gave way to the U.S. dollar when sterling was so terribly flawed. I'm afraid we've done the same thing.
Well, so how low might it go? You know, Jim, we've got the currency exchanges up for our viewers right now, looking at some of the numbers. I mean, how low does it go, say, versus the euro, versus the yen, in your view?
Well, Carol, this doesn't happen today, but or this week or this month. But the yen, the old high on the yen was 80 to the U.S. dollar. It's now about 90 to the U.S. dollar. I would certainly expect it to go back to 80 and perhaps even higher. But it's going to go much higher. When pound sterling lost its status as the world's reserve currency, it went down over 90% from the top to the bottom.
All right. So if you're getting out of dollars and dollar-denominated investments, what are you buying at this point, Jim?
Well, yen, commodities, Chinese shares, Taiwan shares. I mean, these are the places that I see. What you do, Carol, in times like this is you buy things where the fundamentals have been unimpaired. The fundamentals for Citibank are impaired. The fundamentals for General Motors are impaired. The only thing I know where the fundamentals are not impaired are commodities. In fact, the fundamentals for commodities are improved by what's happening. They're getting better, not worse. Prices are down, and so that's a bullish opportunity.
Even with worries about the economy? Got 5 seconds.
Of course I'm worried about the economy, but supply is going down faster than demand.
All right, so that old supply-demand equation. Hey, Jim, got to run. Thanks for giving us some time this morning.
Hear more Bloomberg News reports on the Bloomberg Terminal at AV Go, on Bloomberg Television, and on Bloomberg Radio. Copyright Bloomberg